Strange. Anyway, there you are. At this point in our Euro quiz, regulations require us to have a Call My Euro Bluff round. So, let's play Call My Euro Bluff. Good evening and welcome. No, hush, Tish and Pibble. With whom should we start? We'll start with David. David, give us some Euro regulation.
It's illegal to sell bananas if they're too curvy.
What do we think? Anyone got a theory about that?
I think that's true.
It's quite a well-known Euro regulation, straight bananas.
It's utter arse of the highest order.
So you're saying a bluff, are you? Well, what do you feel?
I seem to recall this is one of those things that the Daily Mail would suddenly go, how dare they say our bananas can't be bendy? Why, it's bendy bananas made this country what it is.
Yeah.
Balls.
Yeah, you think it's balls. Would you like to reveal, then?
Balls.
It's a bluff!
It's just, you just have to say how big they are, which is fair enough, because you don't, otherwise people are selling tiny pea-sized bananas.
And the clincher is the current EU standards are identical to the pre-existing British ones and the United Nations ones and the OECD ones. I mean, nothing has changed. Nothing is new, except, as you say, the ability of the press to make things up and scare us that our bananas are going to be straightened. So, it's become rather political and rather exciting. Tara, what is yours?
OK, well, this actually is true. Trawlermen will soon be required to wear hairnets whilst fishing.
Is this because they're handling food? And
it's exactly the point is to keep them clean right from the very start. So that's
convincing stuff. What do we feel?
Well, it makes practical sense as well, of course, because the hairnet could also maybe catch any smaller fish, like, you know, whitebait or scampi that might get in the hair of the fisherman, and then you just, at the end of the day, oh, there's another. That's dinner.
Yeah, they're used to handling nets. What are your thoughts?
Well, and then they wear hard hats now at Smithfield Market, and they never had to. They're always making people put things on their heads.
Good point. I know, I like that. Good. What do you feel, Phil?
Yes.
You think it's true as well. So most people think this is true. Come, demonstrate, tell us, put us out of our misery. It's a bluff as well. It's not true. In fact, I quote Richard Littlejohn. He goes, "Oh, what a circus. The safety Nazis have forced fishermen to wear hairnets. You couldn't make it up." Well, actually, oddly enough, Richard, you could and you did.
It wasn't even as if that Littlejohn didn't make that up.
No, he didn't, in fact.
It was made up by British journalists in a bar in Brussels.
Yeah, absolutely
who tried to run to see, will people fall for this? Yeah. And the British press fell for it completely.
It's because they know that people love their little 5 minutes of snorting anger over the breakfast. Bloody people! Why, God, it's so...
It's ridiculous. You don't take an active interest in how your country's run for just 45 years, and look what happened.
Very good indeed. Absolutely right. So we've had two bluffs. Phil, I should do that, shouldn't I?
What did it wear, Stephen? What did it wear? From January the 1st, 2008, circus tightrope walkers will be required to wear hard hats. It's because of an EEC regulation about safety in the workplace. Anybody, if their feet are more than 4 feet off the ground, have to wear a hard hat.
Well, I would believe that during performance, not, but during training, yes. Bizarrely.
Yeah, that sounds convincing. What do you think of that?
I don't think... Well, if you fell off a tightrope, well, that would fall off your head. That would be hopeless.
Actually, without a chin strap, it's actually an added hazard, isn't it?
Probably is. It could fall on top of someone.
Someone and hurt.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Bluff? True?
Bluff.
Bluff.
I'm saying it's a bluff.
Reveal yourself, would you? Oh, it's also a bluff. The fact is, it is only true in the building and construction industry that you have to wear a hard hat at work.
Presumably for things where things come down on you rather than you going down on something else.
Exactly right.
Forward there. Put a hat on when you're going down there.
It was reported in the Times, the Daily Telegraph, and surprisingly the Daily Mail, which is usually much more wise and thoughtful, that circus tightrope walkers are going to have to wear hard hats during their act. Mr. Archer, the circus general manager, added, "This is just another loony law from Brussels, and we are the only country stupid enough to pay any attention." No, Mr. Archer, you're the only country stupid enough to believe it. Isn't that right? It's bizarre. Alan, have you got one?
Yes, I have. I have got one.
He's even got a
These,
prop.
you may think, are sausages.
I do.
But
Bangers.
they are not to be sausages soon. They're going to be called emulsified high-fat offal tubes. That's what you have to have on the
Because
label.
that's what they contain.
And there is a sausage firm in Wales called Dragon Sausages, and they actually have to put on the label, no dragon included.
What do we feel, team?
I think if you want a high-fat tube, I recommend the district line between Bromley by Bow and Upminster. But I'd... no.
No.
No. No.
No, I mean, there may be technically... No, of course, there'll be different names. And even different brands of sausages will have different names. No, of course not. It's just a scare.
Yeah, I think I've heard this story's been around for a long time, and yet sausages are still called sausages.
Exactly. But is it true or is it false?
It is a bluff.
It is also a bluff. Very good.
And it's actually a line from Yes Minister.
There you are. Anthony James, Jonathan Lynn wrote. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, from Eurobluff.